why you should hang out with yourself some more, why you should really take some alone time if you're just always hanging out with like hella people, and just stuff like that. I just love my alone time. Like I love my alone time. Um Honestly, I'm alone most of the time. Like I'm always alone. Like, and if I'm alone, like at first it was kind of tough, like cuz you can be like alone, physically alone, and not feel lonely, but then there are those people that do feel lonely, but you feel lonely because you like manifest it, because I mean, this was me at first. I'd be like, damn, like I'm always alone, like I just feel kind of lonely, and I'm big on speaking into existence. So if you just repeat, I'm lonely, I feel lonely, you're going to feel lonely, you know? And you feel lonely because you're not connected to yourself. Because you could be physically alone, but you're never really alone. You have your inner child, you have your soul. Your soul is leading you. Your soul knows the way. If you believe in God, God is always with you. God has your back. And so you're just like never really alone. There's a difference between being alone and like feeling lonely, and I'm alone most of the time and I don't mind it. I love it. Like I've really fell in love with like my alone time with me, with like all of me, really appreciating me, taking the time to take care for me, loving myself, and I don't feel lonely. But there's a lot of you guys might feel lonely. You guys might want some alone time, but you feel and you're like, but I'm just like lonely, like what, but that's because you're not connected to yourself. And it takes practice, start by just literally hanging out by yourself, chilling alone, and really connecting with yourself, like getting to learn yourself and just focusing on you and doing you. You'll know, like you're not lonely because you're like, okay, like cuz you're always with yourself. Like even if you're with other people, you're with you. Like you're you, and it's like, how would you feel lonely? And then you realize like you have your inner child. You're never alone, like it's me and then there's like little Liz in me, you know what I'm saying? I kind of think about there's like three me's. Cuz well, there was drunk Liz and that was like for a really long time. But, we put her to the side. I outgrew her. She learned, but I still love her. I still appreciate her. She taught me a lot. It just depends how like you think about it, because there's different yous. You know what I'm saying? You like outgrow a certain you. And it's like, yeah, you outgrow it and like you let it go, but there's still like that little piece in you, because that makes you who you are. You know what I'm saying? So just start off by that, and you'll know like you won't feel lonely. You won't feel lonely, and stop saying like you feel lonely and stuff like that. That way, like you're not manifesting loneliness, and really connect with yourself. Like if you're just with hella people all the time, take some time to just hang out with you. Just how you hang out with other people, you can hang out by yourself. Whatever the fuck you do with other people, like you can do by yourself, and we get disconnected with ourselves from lots of things, you guys. Like some people think it's weird to hang out by yourself, and people like put it out there like, who the fuck hangs out by themselves, like, and shit like that. And then that's when people are like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't be alone, and then people are like, I shouldn't be alone, like I need to be in a relationship, I always need to hang out with somebody. And it's like, no, you don't need to be in a relationship. You don't need to focus on that, and focus on healing yourself, baby. Like, really focusing on you and doing you.